What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 256, and we start today's episode off with a game against Southampton here in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, and this game could not come at a better time because in the last episode we had back-to-back league defeats for the first time in either a very long time with Arsenal or for the first time ever with Arsenal. We lost away at Manchester United, then we lost away at Hull City, so coming to this game, taking on a now championship side in the FA Cup semi-final, it's exactly what we needed, a break from the league and a chance to focus on another competition. But of course, even though we would rest 11 players for this game, it wasn't really due to fitness reasons, it was more tactical reasons. I wasn't really feeling it with the players I used against Hull City, so coming to this game, it was a real good chance for these players out there to prove themselves and show they are good enough to stay in the first 11 as the season comes to its close. And the first chance did fall to us, but Gazaniga made a really good save, and in the 23rd minute here, another great chance that this header ends up hitting the bar, but Southampton get the ball away. So a bright start from us in this game, but it was still 0-0. In the 35th minute, though, as Gnabry goes down the right-hand side, he beats his man and drills in a cross, and we do take the lead as well. It's Leven Ajkic getting his first goal for the club, I do believe. It's certainly his first goal in the FA Cup this season. I think it's also his first goal for the club. I can't remember him scoring this season for us since coming in this debut year, and I think this is his first goal for the club, and he couldn't miss either. Quick little drill cross in by Gnabry, and Ajkic has a free goal to aim at as Gazaniga can't stretch those long arms and keep the ball from crossing the line. So 1-0 to Arsenal. We do take the lead in this game. The German playmaker gets the opening goal, and in the 40th minute we go on the break here. The goal scorer Ajkic plays it through towards Danny Welbeck. A great chance to make it 2-0 as he runs clear, goes through one-on-one against Gazaniga. I tried to round him, but sadly for us, Gaza stands big and makes the save and keeps it at 1-0. So still a goal up here. First chance for Southampton would fall on the stroke of half times. They had themselves a free kick. Drennan was standing over it and did take it as well. As you can see, though, he does put the ball just over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0 in this game going into the break. We were playing really well in this game as well. Unlike the previous two games where we just weren't getting the job done, this was a game in which we dominated possession, had far more shots, far more on target. As things stood, we were leading by a goal to nil as well. Vargas goes pretty close there to almost making it 2-0. But we were playing really strong, and if anyone looked like scoring again, it was going to be us. You can see Danny Welbeck here take it around his man down the left-hand side. Really good chance, he cuts inside and shoots, but Gaza makes a good stop, and Southampton clear the ball away. So still 1-0, and it was a game in which, to be honest, Southampton, you know, I'm surprised they are a championship side. I'm surprised they got relegated last year. When you look at their first 11, it's got some awesome players in there. You know, Ward-Prowse, Harrison Reed both do really well on this game. Charities is still there as well. There's just, you know, several really good players in that Southampton side that could do the job for several Premier League teams. So I'm surprised they're still a championship side. But in this game, it was pretty clear why they were a championship side because they weren't doing anything at all. Drennan went the closest for them with their free kick going over the bar. But other than that, they were really, really subpar. The players in their team that are actually pretty decent, like Morgan Schneiderlin, James Ward-Prowse, Harrison Reed, etc., weren't really doing the job. And it felt really weird because these players have relatively decent overalls and you'd expect them to do well in game, but it was weird because they just weren't playing well at all, and it was really, really easy for us in this game to work the space, get ourselves chance after chance after chance. If it wasn't for Gazaniga making a few critical saves, we would have scored more goals in this game, but we did get the win though by a goal to nil, and it was a really routine performance for us. We should have scored more goals, to be honest. Gaza played pretty well in goal, my finishing was quite poor, but we definitely deserved the win. We are through to the FA Cup final. As you can see, Cardiff lost to Spurs in the other semi-finals. We'll take on Spurs in a North London derby FA Cup final come the end of the season at Wembley, so looking forward to that. And you know, I'm really pleased that we did get a win in that game because we just had to, quite frankly. Like, seriously, I know, as I said, Southampton aren't a bad side, you know, in terms of their teams overall, despite now being in the championship, but after 2 defeats in a row, we couldn't afford to make it 3 defeats in a row as we're closing out this season. So a big win for us. We're through to the FA Cup final, and I'm delighted with that. So we take on Bayern Munich for the second game of today's episode here away at the Allianz Arena. So obviously taking on Bayern Munich in the Champions League semi-final, first leg here. So 2 semi-finals in today's episode. You know, a bit of a different step up for us. You know, after beating Southampton by a goal to nil really comfortably, coming into this game, taking on Bayern Munich and Guardiola's men, it's a bit more of a difficult challenge for us. At least you'd expect so. So as you can see, we did return to the first 11, despite the fact we did play quite well against Southampton. I thought I'd still revert back to my usual first 11, and the first chance did fall to us in the 23rd 21st minute as Kevin Savanier crosses this ball in towards Ronaldo. Everyone misses it. Niang wins it in the centre, but can't put his volley on target, and it goes behind for a goal kick. So still 0-0, but in the 24th minute, another good chance for us here as Callum Chambers puts Alaba on the floor, sprints down the right-hand side, crosses the ball in, picks out on Bayern Niang, but his header goes over the bar and behind for a corner. Just did take a deflection, and it was still goalless. And from that resulting corner, Mesut Ozil crosses the ball into the centre, looking for Aaron Ramsey, who does win the header, but unfortunately it's cleared off the line, and it was still 0-0. But closing out the half, we were playing much better than Bayern Munich. We had more possession, we'd had all the shots. Bayern Munich hadn't tested that goal in the entire first half. We were looking really, really strong, and that's what we'd like to see after winning against Southampton and playing really well in that game. We need to get back to winning ways in that one after back-to-back defeats. So coming to this game, we were hoping to make it back-to-back wins, and we did take the lead in the 45th minute as well. Cristiano Ronaldo got the opening goal of the game as he was played the ball down the left-hand side by Luke Garbett. He takes it around his man with a quick little Berber spin, and it's a great finish by Ronaldo as well. Since he's come in January, he's given this team a new option to look for, and that's a really, really positive thing because we have some world-class players in the likes of Niang and Lazari, of course, coming back from injury now, you know, Sterling and the sort, but Ronaldo is, you know, now a 92 overall player. I know he's decreased the rating, you know, since arriving in January, but he's still a world-class player. He gives us someone else to look for when we're not doing the job, you know. So as Ronaldo makes it 1-0 there, it's exactly why I brought him, for these sort of moments, for these sort of games where I know if we need someone to step up, he'll deliver. So it's 1-0 to Arsenal, and 3 minutes after the restart, Lazari almost scores his first goal since returning from injury, but Neuer makes a really good save to deny the little Italian from heading in to make it 2-0. So it was still 1-0, but in the 58th minute, another great chance here. Jordan Proctor off the bench sprints down the right-hand side, takes a tumble in the area as Alaba slid in from behind. The referee awards a penalty and also sends David Alaba off, and Bayern Munich are down to 10 men, and the Austrian can't believe it, but it was his second yellow card, and both of them were correct decisions as well. As you can see here, he slides in from behind on Proctor, makes contact, Proctor hits the definite penalty, and you can see why the referee will give a booking as well. And in the bottom left, you can see why the first booking was given. You can see him slide in there, and the referee gave him a booking for that incident as well. So in my opinion, both decisions were called correctly by the referee. Both were bookable offences in my eyes, and the referee saw it that way as well. So penalty to Arsenal. Bayern Munich now down to 10 men. What a chance to open up a 2-goal lead in this game on Bayern Munich and Guardiola's side. It was going to be Niang from the penalty here to take it against Manuel Neuer. Could Niang make it 2-0 to Arsenal against the German goalkeeper? Yes, he could. He smashes the ball into the top corner. Neuer is rooted to the spot, and it is Bayern Munich 0, Arsenal 2. So we are 2 goals up in this game, just past the hour mark. Ronaldo and Niang both getting a goal each, and you know, to have these 2 away goals, they were so crucial against Real Madrid. I felt they were so crucial against Bayer Leverkusen. Now we got them against Bayern Munich as well. These away goals, I know I bang on about them. I know you guys must get so sick of me always talking about them, but I honestly believe that when you get those away goals, you get 2 or more, you always feel really confident when you take the tie back to your home turf. So 2 goals up in this game, looking really strong. And in 73rd minute here, we kick the ball through towards Lazari, who takes it around Bastuber here. The little Italian has the pace on Bastuber, keeps on going, beats him with a double step over, drills across into Jordan Proctor. His shot is deflected. It's Neuer making a really good save and turning behind for a corner and making sure it wouldn't become 3-0. But from the corner, it's crossed in by Cristiano Ronaldo into the centre. He looks for Sonny Murray Williams, who goes for the header, misses it. It comes to Ramsey. His shot is blocked, and Jordan Proctor is denied by a superb save by Neuer and turns it behind for yet another corner. And in this game, it was all Arsenal. We were playing so much better than Bayern Munich. Obviously, they went down to 10 men in the 60th minute, but even so, we were playing much better. We didn't really need any luck from the referee or anything. However, we would get some in the 75th minute because we won ourselves a second penalty in the game. Benatia and De Silva Floro went up for an aerial challenge, and the referee ruled that Benatia unfairly tried to gain an advantage on De Silva Floro, and you can actually see why the referee would have thought that, because there was some arms raised, but I honestly didn't think it was a penalty myself. I thought that was really harsh on Bayern Munich. So we know the rules. Whenever there's a penalty and we're not too sure if it is one or whether we just don't think it is one, we'll always chip it down the middle. No exception in this case either. So we chip it straight down the middle to Manuel Neuer, but instead he dives slice to his left-hand side, and Cristiano Ronaldo scores his second goal of the game as Nyang had already been taken off, and it's Bayern Munich 0, Arsenal 3. So 3 goals up in this game, and you know, the fact of the matter is, it was a debatable penalty. I don't think it was one, but we scored it regardless. Even if we weren't given this penalty, I'm sure we probably would have scored a third goal anyway, because we were playing so well. We were playing really good, and after back-to-back defeats against United and Hull City, this is how you respond. Back-to-back wins and back-to-back convincing wins as well in 2 massive games in your season in 2 separate semi-finals. So delighted with that. We almost did score a 4th goal here. Lazari denied by Neuer, and then Welbeck also denied by the goalkeeper before Bayern Munich cleared the ball away. But it did finish Bayern Munich 0, Arsenal 3. And what a way to respond after back-to-back defeats. You know, 2 big wins in 2 really important games, through to the FA Cup final, and surely now, I wouldn't say 1 foot in the Champions League final. We've got a really good chance of going through, though, with a massive win in the first leg. But that is going to end the episode, guys. So as always, a big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of Career Mode, then please do leave a like. It's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. Of course, you don't have to leave a like if you don't want to. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.